Hey guys, it is just Warren here, and today I got another story for you guys. Now this was when I was in high school, um, and this was during my senior year. All right, keyword here: senior, senior year. Okay, so I thought it was the last day of school. I'm getting ready for school. I'm like, hey mom, you know what would be cool? If I played a prank on one of my friends. So my mom's like, all right, uh, what are you going to do? Air horn. And at this point, I'm like, okay, okay, without even thinking about what I'm doing. Totally stupid. I was totally stupid. I was totally stupid. So I I bring it, and okay, my schedule goes as follows: 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. I think it was math or homeroom. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lunch 6th and 7th. So I had Ms. Z for 6th period. Um, okay, so I bring this air horn to school, right? And I, t- I just totally me and Kevin are like sitting on the grass. So like, if you guys don't know, like this is like the grass, and the rails are right there. So we're just sitting, having a good time talking about music. And at this point, this was when I was in the like metal. I still am to this day. And I'm like, hey Kevin, like, yeah. So like, let's call him Kevin. All right. I listen, Kevin Tack. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. If I'm putting you on blast or whatever, but this I cannot pass up because like okay, so we're all just talking, and I'm like, "Hey Kevin, I I brought something." He's like, "What'd you bring?" Okay, this I'm gonna set off in the Z's. So I bring the air horn out, and I set it off. It's like, and I put it back in my pocket as quickly as I can, and everyone stops eating just to look at me, and I'm like smiling like I'm guilty of something. So I okay, so at this point, lunch is over. We're all going back to our classes. Um, so we're all going back to our classes. I have Missy next. He wasn't there. He wasn't there at the time. I guess he went to another class, but he wasn't there at the time. And I'm like, hey, Missy, come here. And she's like, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, no, no, Missy, close your eyes. She's like, why do I need to close my eyes? She's like, I'm not closing my eyes. All right, then. And and she's like, and I am just laughing my ass off. Like, I don't even know the names of her, assistants. She had some assistants, like, very cute assistants, no question. Um, I don't even know the name of her assistant that she had, but she's like, excuse me, can you take this down to the office? And she starts writing me up, right? And I'm like, what? Ms. Z, it was just a prank. You don't need to get you you don't need to write me up for this. She's like, no, no. I do. What you did was totally against the rules, and you blew it in my face. So I'm like, oh my god, what is this? What is this? And okay, at this point, I guess the office needed a little bit of time to take it over. Needed a little bit of time to think it over. Um, so a couple of days go by, and I get a call down to the office. I get like an office summon because it was like a slip that you had to fill out. The office, we summon Warren Lipberg at this certain time and certain place, pull him out of class early or at the end of class. And I'm like, oh my god, I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. So I get called in to that. You know what? I knew her name and now it's gone. It's totally escaped my mind. I get called into this woman's office. Someone that works in the administration office. Um, I think it was Miss Godfrey. I don't really know. I don't really know, but I could tell you it was not fun. Like seriously, just like keep in mind I think it's Miss Godfrey. I don't know if it is Miss Godfrey, but I sit down and she's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Fine, thank you." And she like literally pulls it out like here. She pulls it out. Warren, yes. Do you know what this is? It's an air horn. Do you think this is an okay thing to bring to school? And I start freaking out. I start telling her the reason behind why I brought it to school was because I wanted to scare my friend. And keep in mind, this was for like after school. If I saw Kevin after school, I was gonna blast it, like off school grounds or something like that. But me being the stupid guy that I am, um, the plan totally backfired, and I I had two options. One, they were gonna suspend me for an entire week, which like would have been chill with me because dude, no homework, no school. Suspension means that you don't get homework or nothing. I get to chill in my room all day. But I told my mom about it, and I should have just waited until I was suspended the next day, so I didn't have to come to school. But I made the mistake of telling her anyway, and she calls up the school and she's like, What are you doing suspending my son?" She's like, "Did you not get a message? Did you not get the memo?" She's like, No, you are not suspending him. You are not suspending him. He can do trash pickup." They're like, "We don't offer trash pickup for that sort of thing, miss." And I'm like, "Okay, so I don't get a punishment." Needless to say, I did. I did. I got punished by having to sit in the office the rest of lunch. And I had to sit there for an entire week, and it was not pretty. I mean, just not pretty. I mean, well, at least if I sit in the office, I could go to sleep for an entire period. And moral of the story is, do not bring air horns to school. Do not bring noisemakers to school, because Ms. Z, that faithful day, I still remember, she was like this. And the horn piece broke off. The horn piece broke off, and it is literally just squeezing air. So I'm like, this is so hilarious. And keep in mind, I didn't have a YouTube channel. So there you guys go. that is my crazy high school story. 10 minutes, wow. Um, leave a like on this if you enjoyed. And, Miss Z, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I know how much you love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I am going to bring those to you. So when I come and visit, I'm going to bring those to you. So there is my crazy high school story. And Miss Z, once again, I am so sorry. I hope this YouTube video makes up for it because I I was stupid, okay? Miss Z, I was very stupid. Clumsy me, right? So there you guys go. Just worn out.